It is approximately going on 3 in the morning, and you are my last read. I had something I was doing earlier today. This is Lambie, and this is Pocket Watch, and that's a Dozer peeking out the side. I got a German Shepherd Husky. So, just wanting to let you guys know this is what I like about you. I don't believe I told Leo that. I only did you and Leo this late. What I like about you is that you guys are full of strong emotion. Strong emotion. It can really push like your friends in a really good group. It could push your friends in a really good direction. It can um also if you are really down, it can make people actually feel a lot of anxiety. So I can just say that in a quieter way. You guys have a quiet soul. Put that down differently. Some of you guys are actually thinking about some money issues. Some of you guys are actually thinking about going into gambling. And gambling, I don't mean that in a negative sense. Um, but you guys are actually wanting to, even if you're like gambling with stocks or something like that, they say that everything actually is going good. If you want to roll with sixes, I would do so. But I would stay with sixes and eights and only take possibilities with 13s and ones and threes if you really feel the luck. But specifically, they said I would stick with eights if you are going to be dealing with that. However, that rolls for you. Some of you guys have to choose 8 teams in a pocket. Some of you have to choose, however it goes. And so, just if you are thinking about that, like go ahead and they say choose also your lucky numbers. Choose your lucky numbers, whatever is like lucky to you. So, if those are none of your lucky numbers and you have lucky numbers of 4 and 9 and stuff, by all means, like do that. Okay. Okay, yeah. So there's also something that came up. See, I'm gonna put it behind. I'm not like punish you guys. There's also that. Oh my gosh, you guys don't listen. Okay. Well, it's making it sense to where you guys also want to be. You guys also want to be pushed back a little bit. If I say, okay, well, give me 3, you're gonna scoot over to 5 so that you're not 3. But anywho, this picture came up like this, and it does that sometime. But if you really think about it, it's like this. Okay, wait. Jesus of Nazareth. Okay. Sorry, it is like this. I don't know if you guys can really see the face on it. I'll give you some time and have you look at it. Um, but what I can say is that people may not be really realizing just how competitive you are with them. Sometimes people can definitely notice you're always in a competitive stance, right? Because not in a forceful way, but you're competitive about your workspace. You're competitive about your friends. You're competitive in life. Everything is racehorse status. She's going the distance. She's going the speed. We all love cake, but and that's a band, by the way. I hope you guys already know that. We love the eating cake as well, but Cake has a really good song out. All right. Better than short skirt and a long jacket. Let's just put it that way. So, what I mean to say is people may not be noticing who you are right away. They may not actually be able to decipher you out in the crowd. They may not really know what you truly are about. But one thing that stands clear is this road. And you know this road. It looks really high up from what my vision is, right? Other people wouldn't travel this road, the road less traveled. Maybe you should also go and get that book if you've already read it. Maybe it's time to read it again. Okay, maybe I should be reading The Alchemist again, possibly. So, what I'm saying is, despite what anybody sees about you, you're the one that's on top of this road. You're the one that's bringing people up. You're the one that's even drawing attention. You're the one that's at this status. And so just know that if people are looking at you and they are questioning you, okay, that's fine. They literally really don't know. And it's not a big deal because it's something you've been dealing with for a while. It's something that used to cause you a lot of confusion, like cause you a little bit of pain, perhaps, about you not really knowing where you fit in this world or what you have to offer or whatever. You feeling like you were empty in a sense, but I see something there a lot. I see a whole new place. I see a new face. I see a new galaxy in there. So it's also like, hold up, you guys. Like, I'm not like everything is silent here. You ain't really got nothing to say, but you got a lot to show or you got a lot to release. And it is like a whole new universe. It is a whole new way of thinking. Maybe it's just a certain way to love you, right? Maybe you have to realize that, hey, when you love, if you love me, if you know me, you can't fall deeply into this space here if you really know me, and you'll probably never return. You'll never return to what was before. You know, you are a very deep person. So that is one thing that I like about you as well. If I didn't say it in that sense. And so yeah, I'm not like rushing, but says silence. Okay. Maybe you guys like to rhyme. If you don't like to rhyme, you like to match. If you don't like to match, or you do match or you don't match, whatever it is, whatever it is, if you like to do poetry, go ahead and let that flow. But it could be something on your own. Something that I always do with Jesus is basically everything. But when I do stuff that really blows my mind or really have a certain idea or a song or whatever it is, I just leave it with him. I don't even bring it to the people, to the beings in this earth or anything like that. Like between me and Christ, you know, we have some of the best experiences, and sometimes I feel like that's why I also feel like I don't do that much, or I'm not as excited, or you know, as excited about life, because life is technically here. Jesus has, you know, he's a little bit more, you know, without the boundaries, and that's where all sometimes they say leave your stuff with Christ, that are set all your treasury with them, so you know where it's at. I mean, it'd be far off, you know where it's at, but I mean, the days in between, you know, that you have to really do what you got to do, they're a little bit different. But you guys are ready to go on the path. You guys are ready to leave your crew, whoever you were with. You guys are, you know, ready to, you know, stand alone in what you're thinking about. You know, these people, it's not like they're enemies, frenemies, not like they really need to be like, you know, not like the celebration's still not going on or whatever case. This could mean you guys already did all of this, and that's why it's not right side up. This is not something that's coming. This is something that passed. If you guys just got married, okay, now I really got to do this manly thing. Now I'm really going out on this journey. You got to realize just because you get married and you connect with another person, it doesn't mean that your journey alone is not still there for you. It still is, you know, so you have to do more than what you really think, right? And so it's just letting it be known that you already have your main idea of where it's set at. You already know exactly what you're doing, and you already have the funds or the resources, the connections, the supporters to do what you need to do. And so when you do like set out and go take this trip, this journey or whatever, just know that all of these cups here, you're going to have to really fall back on. You know, you're not necessarily leaving them. This person could be going out in this picture, I'm just saying, going out throughout the day, but coming back to this space. It's not like I'm never coming back. And if he is going to be leaving, then these cups will still be with him, whether it's just spiritually or whether it's physically. And so just know, like, what you've been through and what is going on here is going to have to be here for you to even move forward. It's going to have to be a part of your journey. So just don't forget, like, any kind of emotional things that you've had going on in your head that you had to like conquer, or like strength you had to build, all those experiences and stuff like that. It's definitely going to give you, it's going to give you what you need. This has already happened. This has already went on. That's in the bag. That's done. You lived that life. Now you're trying to do excellence. I feel like somebody's like 34 years old. So that's all. If not 46 years old. That's what I'm feeling in that sense. If you're a little bit younger, you're going to at least be 27 or 24. And if you're in the younger sphere, saying you're going to at least be 17. Probably 22 to a 19-year-old. I'm sorry, I picked up all these cards, but I picked them up so I can see what's going on. Yeah, this is Pisces. Hello. I'm going to just see what I got going on here. Somebody seeing your success and not really liking it, not figuring out how you figured it out. But there is something intricate that's working with you and that you really cherish, and that's how that's going. And so basically there's something that you really cherish. Some, like somebody told you something, you start working on something, you met somebody, all these, like a few things in one, right? And so you feeling all good, and basically you're not only emotionally are you feeling good, not only personally are you being served, but even at work and with family and other endeavors, like you're just kind of, swimming in just a little lake of goodness. It won't be an ocean or anything like that, but a lake is totally different than a pool. So I'm saying you swimming. This person's trying to figure out, well, I would say this person is trying to figure out how is all this going on? How are you so content? How do you have a different apple of your eye? How are you, swimming in this goodness? When did you have time for this? When did you have time for this? When did you make these type of connections? When did this happen? Because ideally, everybody's seeing this. So they're like, when did this come in? They're just very curious. So I guess one thing I like about you is that we have to ask questions. We don't know your business. We don't know your business too much, honestly. I'm not going to be feeling weird about saying that this reading still to me is, vague in a sense. I'm sorry to be moving all of these. I'm still just looking and reading. I feel very personal with you. I've had a few close people I've known a couple of people that were very close to me, and we don't have to do much of nothing, and it's literally the best time of my life. So I can say that. Just clearing this up, and I think that's what they're saying. Let me just clear this up. Even that silence that was there for a little bit that I tried to give, it's more of like, hey, sometime here we give things instead of me being able to pick this one up. But yeah, I wanted to notice that one. I wanted to notice that one. Yeah, I'll give you this one. This is more like acorn status or whatever. We have a lot of squirrels in the back, so ideally, all they do is just, get what they need all day. But not only are they extremely intelligent, not only are they wonderful to look at, not only are they very playful, not only do they, really good, around people and traveling in their own packs and stuff like that. What I'll try to give you is to give you that clear way and give you that freedom. So by closing these things up, think all of this coming out about what somebody thinking about you and what you have going on, you already know that, right? So you don't need to think about that because you hold your emotions differently. As long as you know that this is how you're looking at something and how good it is, then by all means just focus on that part. As long as you know that you set out for your journey and everything's packed up or you're already on your way, then you just need to see that. And so ideally, that's just how it is. The distortion, people not really being able to recognize or see it right away, don't worry about that. At least you know how clear that road is, okay? Feeling confident is what I would like you to be feeling more confident when people do try to say different things. Open up and just open your mouth and just say what you need to say to them. And when they probably don't talk to you that much, or when they start talking to you more, you'll realize that, hey, all this that I have within me that it just flows out that I think is not really necessary, it might as well just come out anyway. It's not a damned if I do or damned if I don't. It's just like, you might as well, because either way the coin is going to be used. Nobody's flipping coins here. We're just recognizing it's a coin and not paper dollar, And then this one hit off in the corner because now that you recognize someone who is more so deceiving you, right? Deceiving you in a sense of, if I know you and you know me well enough to know any of my business, but you're negative but you're making it seem like we know each other on a positive sense, that's deceiving. What you're literally doing, if it's going anything further than that, that's your business, Pisces. But specifically, I could just say that person's gonna just kind of scurry away in the corners and just try not to be noticed anymore. It's your world, so that's what I'm reading for. So that's what I'm saying. It's your world. It's what goes on with you. So anybody that's not really having good intentions, if they don't have good intentions, you can kind of just see them fading out, and that's totally fine. It's that season, and we want the best for you anyway, right? Excuse my voice for being like so raspy and low and all that crap. Like I said, you guys were my last ones, and I'm so excited that I got to do a reading for you. So please like, share, subscribe. Again, subscribe and comment the most, because I think that's where I'll be able to hear you guys more and notice, exactly what I need to be doing. But ideally, any kind of support that you give me is great. Have a good evening.